Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we are diving into one of the most talked about political stories in South Africa right now, former President Jacob Zuma's sudden and mysterious extended stay in Russia. According to reports, Zuma has no plans to return to South Africa for at least 3 months, and the country is abuzz with speculation. Is this a personal retreat? A health-related trip? Or something far more strategic, like dodging the courts or avoiding public accountability? Once again, Zuma has become the central figure in a story that blurs the line between politics, legal drama, and power games. So in today's video, we are breaking down everything we know so far, exploring the public reaction, and looking at what this means for the MK party, the justice system, and the 2024 elections. Let's begin with the basics. Zuma reportedly left South Africa for Russia under the guise of seeking medical treatment. His allies say this is a routine trip for health reasons. But the timing and circumstances of his departure have sparked major concern. Not only is Zuma facing multiple legal battles, but he is also the most recognizable figure in the MK party, a political movement expected to shake up South African politics in the upcoming elections. Zuma has a long history with Russia. During his presidency, relations between Pretoria and Moscow strengthened, with several economic and military cooperation deals floated, including the controversial and ultimately failed nuclear energy deal. For years, Zuma has framed himself as a friend of the East, including China and Russia, in contrast to the West. So it's no surprise that when looking for refuge, he would turn to Moscow. But this isn't just about foreign relations. Zuma's trip comes at a time when South Africa's judicial system is under pressure to deliver justice in high-profile corruption cases. His name appeared prominently in the Zondo Commission's final reports, and although progress has been slow, many believe 2024 would finally bring accountability. His court appearances related to the arms deal and other charges were expected to resume this year. Now, with Zuma out of the country and no set return date, critics are asking, is this a form of strategic exile? There are several layers to consider. First, the legal one. Zuma's lawyers have been known to use delays, medical certificates, and technicalities to avoid or postpone court proceedings. This latest move to Russia could give his legal team more time to maneuver or argue that their client is unavailable due to health issues abroad. It's a familiar pattern, one that has frustrated both prosecutors and the public. Second, there's the political angle. Zuma's role in the MK party is central. He's not just a supporter, he's the symbol. His fierce criticism of the ANC, especially President Cyril Ramaphosa, has drawn significant support from disillusioned voters, especially in KwaZulu-Natal. His absence now raises serious questions. Can the MK party maintain its momentum without him on the ground? Or does his remote presence add to his mystique, reinforcing the idea that he's being targeted and persecuted? Zuma has always positioned himself as a victim of political machinations. His supporters see his legal troubles as part of a broader conspiracy to silence him. Being away in Russia, possibly out of reach of South African law, might only reinforce that narrative, that he's a freedom fighter once again forced into exile, this time not by apartheid, but by modern-day state capture accountability. On the flip side, many South Africans are tired of the drama. To them, this is yet another example of a powerful figure avoiding justice while ordinary citizens face the full might of the law. There's growing concern that Zuma's actions, especially if he remains abroad indefinitely, could undermine faith in the legal system and fuel cynicism about political accountability. The MK party's future now hangs in the balance. Without Zuma leading public rallies and energizing the base, internal divisions may surface. The party lacks a secondary figure with Zuma's charisma or recognition. And while he may try to campaign from abroad, it's unclear whether that will be enough to maintain the party's momentum in the lead-up to the elections. Meanwhile, inside the ANC, reactions are mixed. Some see Zuma's departure as an opportunity to solidify the party's campaign without his disruptive presence. Others worry that his absence might rally sympathy votes or that he could use his platform abroad to further discredit the ANC during a sensitive political season. Civil society organizations and legal watchdogs are already calling on the National Prosecuting Authority to act. They want assurances that Zuma's departure won't be used as a legal loophole and are urging the state to explore diplomatic channels, even though Russia is unlikely to cooperate with extradition requests, especially given the current global geopolitical climate. This saga also raises deeper questions about South Africa's political culture. What kind of precedent does this set? Can political leaders simply leave the country when accountability approaches, only to return when it's convenient? How do we ensure that justice is not only done but seen to be done, even for the most powerful? Zuma's story has always been complicated, part liberation hero, part controversial president, part legal antagonist. His extended stay in Russia adds yet another chapter to an already complex legacy. Whether he returns in a few weeks or disappears for good, his absence is already being felt, in the courts, in the political arena, and in the public imagination. So what happens next? Will the NPA step up and take action? Will the MK party survive without its founder on the front lines? And how will this impact the already tense political climate as the elections approach? One thing is clear, Jacob Zuma is never far from the center of controversy. Even from halfway across the world, he continues to shape South Africa's political future, whether through calculated silence or unexpected surprises. Let us know what you think in the comments. Is Jacob Zuma hiding from justice, or is this all being exaggerated? Could his time in Russia help or hurt the MK party? And what does this mean for the 2024 elections? Don't forget to like this video if you found it informative, subscribe to the channel for more political breakdowns, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a story that matters. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.